What's up, YouTube? Honeybee here, bringing you the first of hopefully many character guides and combo tutorials. In this video, we're actually going to be breaking down Jacqui Briggs' first round KO tournament variation. I plan to kind of stick with the tournament variations for any of these videos that I'll be doing because that's what I play. If anyone's wondering why I'm beating up on Devora, I might honestly have to, because for like all of these types of videos, because she has blue blood and, you know, don't want to get age restricted and all that fun stuff. So with that said, first thing we're going to go over is some of the main things you want to look at when you're playing Jacqui. I will have a little bit of a disclaimer right now though. I haven't actually been playing Jacqui in matches. This is all information that I'm kind of just taking from viewing the game, like viewing Jacqui in training mode. Also, will have a disclaimer that shout outs to Warner Brothers for providing me with this early access copy of Mortal Kombat 11. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, so with that said, let's look at some of Jacqui's moves. This is the first round KO tournament variation, so you'll see that some of the differences that she had, like the main thing she has in this variation is her special move, which is this clinch. You can clinch them and you can knee them, you can toss them back, you can hit them in the head, and you can go forward and hit them. So she has 4 different options once she clinches you. It's not a command grab, it's just a mid. We can put that on here. As you can see, it's a mid. So she has a bunch of different options off of that. Another thing that she has is she has like feints, like cancels. So for example, if you press the stance switch button, for me my buttons are different than the traditional buttons. I use R1 to block instead of R2. I use L1 for stance switch instead of L2, so don't mind the actual L1 here. But yeah, you can do a move and you can cancel it. As you can see, if I let the move rock, she'll hit him, Jacqui will hit her. But if I cancel, this can be very good for pressure situations, kind of fake out your opponent, make them not really know what to expect from you. Another important move that she has here is her 1-1-2. You can also use the same fake out with this. So it looks like Jacqui's gonna be pretty good when it comes to like pressure and kind of keeping her turn and keeping the opponent on their feet and guessing, which is something that I actually really like and kind of has some shades of Flash. And this is another string she has. See how she can cancel. And the last one she can actually cancel is her back 4, which is her sweep. Normally it's like that, but if you cancel it, you can actually just do one hit. You can't actually like special cancel that into anything, but it is something that you can do there. So that's pretty interesting. The last thing that she actually has is an ability to tech a throw and amplify the move to kind of punish her opponent for trying to throw her, which is a new mechanic that I've never seen done before. For example, if I use Devora and I try to throw her, and press the amplify button, and then you'll do that. She has a Krushing Blow off of this. You can Krushing Blow, and it does a crap ton of damage, 310. That's 31%. And the requirement for that is just to first do an arm break and then do a leg break later on in the match, and you'll get a Krushing Blow. She also has Krushing Blows off of her lethal clinch. If you see here, once she does every single option off of the lethal clinch, the last thing that she needs to do is hit them with a lethal clinch into get the Krushing Blow, and then you can go into a combo. But we'll look at combos later in the video. So those are some of her Krushing Blows. Every character has a universal Krushing Blow, by the way, which is you're down 2. You can do this once in a match. One thing to note about Jacqui, by the way, is if you're late, her down 2 range is very poor. So if you let it whiff, a move whiff, and then you're too late to follow up, you're not going to be able to actually get the combo. But that's something else to note. So those are all like the kind of the specific stuff that we're looking at when we're looking at Jacqui Briggs. Other than that, the first thing you will want to look over when you're looking at a character like this is looking into what are some of her best moves, what moves does she have with range on them. So this Jacqui Briggs doesn't seem to have very strong range, but she has good pressure. So once you're in your opponent's face, you can go to town on them, and the hard part is going to be getting in to your opponent's face. You can see that her range isn't the greatest. Let me actually put on there. Yeah, so if you see like my forward 3, it's a mid, it's actually quite fast. So this is going to be a move that you're going to want to use quite a bit. It's a 9-frame mid that you can continue. You can actually hit confirm into her basically flash kick. It's kind of like a flash kick, and you can hit confirm that. And get some pretty good damage. If you look at her moves, the forward, this is a forward 3-1, which is a string. And forward 3-1, the great thing about a string like this is it's -2 on block. So you can hit confirm this type of move, and you can kind of go in with it. And if you see that it hits, you can go into lightning kicks. I don't even know what's the actual name for this thing. Grease kick? Yeah. We're gonna call it lightning kick. So you can go into the lightning kicks, and then you can actually follow up with a full combo. So a move like this is going to be quite useful for Jacqui, forward 3-4, when you're trying to get in the footsie game, in the neutral game, kind of dance around it. Her movement speed is like okay. I've seen better. So if she had stronger movement speed, it might be a little bit easier to get in, but she seems like pretty solid. You can try to get in with your forward 3. You can also use forward 1, which is a pretty good move. It's an 11-frame mid, so instead of a 9-frame, it's an 11-frame mid. But you can do a forward 1-2, and forward 1-2 is also safe on block. So from range, you can kind of come in with this. The interesting thing, though, is that forward 1-2 cannot combo into the kicks. So you can't actually get a big combo off that, but you can cancel into the clinch. And then from there, you can get some pretty decent meterless damage. That's 22% meterless, which is quite strong. And that's also hit confirmable. So you can do that. But generally, forward 3-1 might be a little bit more useful because it is a little bit of a faster move, and it's able to combo into the kicks. So one other thing to note is when you're doing pokes and stuff with Jacqui, her down 3 seems pretty strong, seems pretty good. It's 9 frames, so it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it is a low, and it is safe on block with and this also recovers quite fast. It only has 15 frames of recovery, as you can see here, so you can see how fast she recovers after she whiffs it. So you can kind of like dance around them and come in and try to use that to like get in on your opponent. Her down 4 is pretty decent. It doesn't have the greatest range. It's pretty alright. And her down 4 is a 10-frame low. That's -8 on block, so it's technically punishable. So be a little bit wary of that. Her down 2 doesn't seem like that strong, so her anti-air potential might not be the greatest, but I'd have to like fiddle around with that a little bit more. And something else to note is she has this move, Energy Overdrive. It's 4-2-2. You have to hit the second part rapidly. It's kind of like how it was in Mortal Kombat X, where she had this move called Stanky Leg. It was a different input, but it was the same kind of concept, where if you do forward 2, you'll get a move like that. If you do it quick, you'll see that you actually get a different move. And you can actually launch your opponent and get a mirrorless conversion off of that. So that's pretty important. Being able to play her at a high level might require you to be able to do an input like this consistently. And it is a little bit difficult, but it's definitely doable with some practice. She also has a special move here, which is a Shrapnel Blast, down back 1. This is going to be pretty good for restands, or it doesn't restand the opponent, but if they're already grounded, and you hit them with that, you're gonna have 5 frames of hit advantage. So you could do something like that, and then you could continue pressure, and your opponent really won't be able to do anything about it if you time it right. The thing is, it is unsafe on block, so you can't just go into that willy-nilly. Kind of have to be smart about it. And one last thing that I wanted to mention is she does have a Crushing Blow as well off of her 3-3, which is this attack here. It says here, triggers if this combo attack is a counter or punish. So easy way to test this is just do something like that, and it'll actually launch, and you can get a full combo off of this too. She does have one more Crushing Blow that I forgot to mention, which is her Bionic Dash. You have to hit them for max range with the punch, and you'll get a whopping 24% damage, which is really strong because normally this does 7% damage. So she's gonna have some tools that you can use from range. They're gonna be scared of this because it's a very far-reaching move, 13 frames, and it is safe on block, but it's a high attack, so they can duck it and punish you. But this makes her a little bit of a threat from range. Other than that, she doesn't really have moves from range, so you're gonna have to like play that footsie game, and you're gonna have to walk in and like get in patiently and wait for your turn. Her jump-ins, I'm not too sure how good they are. It seems like they're just okay. It doesn't seem like that good to me, but I haven't really tested it that much. But that's kind of what we're looking at right now when it comes to Jacqui. She also has this back two, which seems pretty strong. It's a mid. It's an 18 frame mid, and if you do back 2-2, it is -7 on block, so it's pretty safe. So you can kind of do that, and you can hit confirm that into that, or you can hit confirm it into I think actually that's it. Yeah, you can hit confirm into the dash punch, but you can just cut it short and then go into the kick, for example, if you want a combo. So now that we have a basic understanding of Jacqui, let's get into some combos.